This is Schemer. You might have heard about it over the past few days. It is Google's new, well, it's kind of a web application to find things for you to do, no matter where you are. So I wanted to give you kind of a quick little walkthrough here and show you what was going on with Schemer and show you where it's doing really well and also where it's not so hot. So this is my homepage, and this is actually mine. I grabbed an invite to it, and you'll probably start seeing invitations flowing around a little more regularly now. It seems that they started to roll them out on Friday evening. So as you click around here, if I go to find stuff to do, and I go to my home, which I have as Nashville, Tennessee, obviously, well, there are not a whole lot of options here. Interestingly, some of the options are not exactly the things that you might expect to see. They have started to roll out some options for Nashville specifically, like listen to country music in Nashville, Tennessee, or find the best cheap eats. However, you'll see that these are partner programs, like this one is through National Geographic. And so if you go here, you can find things to add to your list that are specific to National Geographic. Some of the other things that I've found to be kind of interesting about this, if you sign up and you don't have Schemer launched in your location just yet, you're going to get a whole load of suggestions that are able to be done from pretty much anywhere. Things like buy a Kindle, watch all the Star Wars movies, or travel to China. However, if you go to a more popular location, like here I put in Courtney Boyd Meyer's location in Brooklyn, New York, well, if I go find stuff to do and then go to CBM here, I have a bunch of options that are more specific to Brooklyn. So like work at Google, or try the new 102-foot slide at the new museum, or picnicking in Central Park. So it's a little bit easier to deal with if you have a location that's close to you. Your individual schemes, you can see some things here, things that I have done or want to do. Things that I have done, if I go over here, learn some HTML, start a company, grow a mustache for Movember, or learn English. I've added those to my list, and then what happens with that is back here on your main page, you can see that people have schemed with you, such as here, learned HTML. I've done it, and you can see if there are any of the other people within my circles that have done this. Or you can use these areas to, like right here, Matthew Hahn from Last FM wants to go to the Indie Label Christmas Market in Spitalfields this weekend. So I could add that to my list of things to do as well. There is a gallery for featured partners. Right now that's, as you can see, Idealist, Food Network, Entertainment Magazine, Sagat, Southern Living, Rolling Stone is in there as well. And some of these are really good. Some of them are, well, a little bit too predictable at the moment. What we don't know as of yet is exactly what Google's planning on doing with this. And it would kind of reason that Google plans to take this service and turn it into something that's a little bit more than the sum of its parts at the moment. However, at the moment is what we have. And as it stands, it's really one-upped by a lot of services out on the market already. Foursquare, for instance, has some great options when you're looking for things to do. And then you have upcoming things like Metronome, which are actually going to feed in from all of your social circles. Whereas with Schemer, predictably, everything, as you can see here, happens in circles, which would lead you to believe, rightly, of course, that it's all tied in with Google+. So if you're a real heavy Google Plus user, if you plan on doing a lot of traveling, Schemer might have some things that are going to be interesting for you to do. As it stands, I'm not real sold on the service just yet. One thing I will say is that the site's well designed. Doesn't look like a Google property, which is kind of nice. And we'll have to kind of see what they do with it in the meantime. But for now, it's there, and you can find the full review at thenextweb.com/apps.